Seeds are going down. How are you doing? I'm Jerry. I'm putting some seeds down today. This kind. I'll show you a picture of it. And I'm also going to be putting down some of this tenacity and some lime. And I'm going to weasel just the edges with this fescue. It's a week early. Hopefully it won't hit a heat spell, but it doesn't look like it. And I'm also going to put another heuchera and some fertilizer out. Let me show you how I do this. First, we're going to do the starter fertilizer, and let me explain why. It's got the tenacity in it, and I did it about a month ago, but I also had to do a lot of dirt. I brought in a lot of dirt, and all the dirt I brought in is just popping out with this crabgrass. Can you see? All those little green birds look like birds, and down here there's just everywhere. And they're sitting on top of the tenacity I put down 5 weeks ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the edges with seed. This fescue takes 3 days longer to germinate, and my seed day is Sunday, 2 days. So I'm just gonna use today to do my edges with this fescue, and it should all come up at the same time. And I do this every year. I just weasel it in. And I'll put it on time lapse and show you guys all of that, so I'm not skipping any steps with you. And normally I put it all down the same day, all the seed and peat moss and everything, but it's such a perfect time right now, and all next week's gonna be sunny. We hope we can dodge some hurricanes. So let's just get after it. Okay, so I'm gonna go down with the lime first. Glove up. You don't want to breathe this stuff. I don't know about the rest of it. I don't mask up for the rest, but I pretty much wear gloves. Let's just go ahead and lime everything, and you'll see I concentrate more around the cedar trees and stuff. I did a soil test like 10 years ago, and said, of course, like everybody else's, I need lime, so I limed, and it was good. And then 5 years later, I tested it again, and I was still good because I lime every year, just a bag. If I feel generous, I'll give it 2. Let's lapse this. Can you tell? Yeah, you can see it. All the whiteness. Like, here's a little too much. It's all right. I'm about to hose it in. There's a little too much here too. If it happens like that, you'll wind up with some white grass. But it'll grow out. Cut it off. I'm gonna blow it around and get it right. Like I say, you can do all this the same day, but I feel like doing it. Plus, I don't like these weeds I'm seeing. I'm wanting to slow them down before I get any further. And this stuff here will do it. Anyway, let's put some seeds in. Let's weasel in some seeds. I thought I was recording. I seeded down this whole sidewalk. But all you missed was this. Me walking backwards, doing this. Hopefully you can see where I've put them. I'm gonna go this way too. I'm gonna show you what this does. I don't know if this is actually the garden weasel, but it's pretty good. You know what you wanna do? See, my sidewalk isn't straight either, so this really helps me. Is you just wanna go back and forth until you can't see the seeds anymore. And then after I get done going around the entire perimeter of everything, I'll step on it and then make sure, and then I'll just treat it Sunday like as if this hasn't even been done. We'll seed edge to edge with the rye on Sunday and whatever's left of that bag when I get done. I like to put this fescue here on the edges. It holds up better under the heat than the rye does, so it helps out on my edges. And I'll get this all watered in because I need to water that tenacity in. We just survived some hurricane rains last night. It's kind of the main reason why I want to do this right now. The ground is soaked. There's actually water puddles out there in spots. That's it, see? Ta-da. I'm gonna do this whole edge like this. And then water everything in. The tenacity and all that. I'll get you back on a time lapse deal. That's how much you want your seed to look like a sprinkled donut, man. That's what it kind of looks like. Now let's weasel it all in, bye-bye. You know what? I'm gonna go all the way around the road, that thing, that landscaping bed and everything. And I'm just killing my phone over here. I think you get the idea. Going all the way around all the perimeters. Catch you on the next thing. It's pretty neat to see. Couldn't keep it from you guys. I gotta show you how this goes. It's like the coolest little tool ever, man. It doesn't even have a problem cutting through the grass, like out there by the road. It's planting that stuff perfectly too. I don't need to worry about burying it. I'll be burying it Sunday with peat moss. It's so wet. I don't even need the water, but I just want everything to settle in. I really want to water that tenacity in, the white stuff. That turned a day at home into a backbreaker, but it's done. All the edges are fescued in, and we'll go right over top of those fescue seeds with the rye. I'm gonna do the entire yard with that. And I got a half bag left of the fescue, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in every time we apply the seed for the rye. I'm gonna mix it in, that way it blends with the whole rest of the yard real well. And I'm gonna spend the rest of the day watering that in. I'm probably gonna actually put the nozzle on and walk around and force it down the seeds, but not too bad. Birds will be out here in full demand. It's all right, I got extra. Just gotta water in all that tenacity stuff. 2 more days, that's the big day. All right.